This video poster presents a book about Australasian Tektites. It contains 42 chapters, as well as a dictionary and a reference list. After watching each video poster, you can download relevant chapters for detailed readings, using the link in the description below. This poster covers chapters 09 and 10, about splash-form tektite cracks and deformation. A crack is a line on the surface, along which it has split, without breaking all apart. On tektites, cracks can be found on splash-form shells and nuclei tektites. They can be distinguished from tunnels by their form. As seen from above, cracks are typically V-shaped, with a rather flat bed and steep banks, while tunnels have a constant width, a U-shaped bed, and the ends are rounded. Cracks may have stretch lines crossing the bed, that are different from bubble ridges. Cracks are created in glass with a surface solid enough to crack, forming the banks, and having a softer base that forms the bed and stretch lines. Comparing a V-shaped crack with a flat bed, to a U-shaped tunnel with rounded ends. 3 cracks on a splash-form nucleus, V-shaped, and with flat beds and stretch lines. Deformation of splash-form nuclei includes an endless variety of forms. Some patterns can be ascribed to viscosity and gravitational deformation. But also, the ejection path, rotation and downside heating of trapped air play a role. This is an illustration of nuclei forms, dependent on viscosity and gravity. High viscosity results in spheric nuclei, while lower viscosity results in flatter forms, some with a bottom cavity from trapped heated air, after landing. At even lower viscosity, the tektites may splash all out and show rotation. A disc-formed nucleus, where the downside is slightly concaved by heated air, probably when laying on the ground after popping out. A flattened nucleus splashed out after landing, with the downside taking form after the ground. Vague remnants after a tiger claw in the white square. The downside is compared to chocolate taking form after aluminum foil. Different nuclei forms showing both up and down sides. All low viscosity nuclei with splash rims, illustrated by a water balloon. Vague remnants after tiger claws in the white squares. Different nuclei forms, showing both up and down sides. Note the time series of onion-shaped nuclei to the right, from a large tail, to shrinking tails and an almost disappeared tail, sunk into the tektite, showing different viscosities. Download chapter 9 and 10 from the link below, to read more about these topics.